everyone. Welcome back to Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. Did you miss us? I missed us. Happy 2020, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy new Ghostwood episode. And happy rest of your life, I guess. So I'm one of your co-hosts, Charles Skaggs, back in Ghostwood once again, ready to talk some more Twin Peaks. Wasn't quite the Twin Peaks we were planning on talking about, but things change. Life happens when you're busy making other plans. And of course, I'm here with my wonderful co-host who's making me laugh, which is always a good thing, Xan Sprouse. How you doing, Xan?
Hey! Let's go, Charles.
It's Babu Xan.
Babu. Hello, Babu Frick. It's my Babu Frick impression. You like it?
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
It's all I've done on YouTube since
How
the 19th of December.
How freaked out were you to find out that Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter is Babu Frick?
Isn't she great? Shirley Henderson's amazing.
She is great. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was pretty thrown by that. So yeah, a lot has happened. It's been a month. We've been off doing the whole Christmas, New Year, holiday thing. Life's been busy. Yours truly, of course, has been down with bronchitis because I can never get rid of this stupid bronchitis. And, all that jazz. So, but good thing is, hey, Xan got a really cool Christmas gift.
Sure did.
Yep. And which, of course, was
Twin Peaks Z/A.
There you go.
Heck yeah!
And
Actually,
you got a really good number too for it.
Yeah, what I get, like 1,000 something?
Yeah, it was pretty like top 5%, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, no, it was more, Charles. It was more like, buy it on Amazon, send Chris a text that says, "Bought me for Christmas. When it gets here, wrap it."
Yeah.
So yeah, it was more like, because I knew what I don't know if it was on a good deal or what it were, if I had points, and I knew I had points or something, but I'm like, oh, screw it. Let's just do this. And I'm like, yeah, buy me this for Christmas. So just sent him the link as like, this is what I want. Because I knew what he wanted.
Yeah.
And so I'd gotten him what he wanted. I'm like, just buy this and then just wrap it for me, please. That'd be great. Then he was at Target. And he found season 19 of The Simpsons, because The Simpsons started putting out on DVD again.
Yep.
So he calls me. He's like, do we have this? I said, no. He's like, okay, great. I'm like, yeah, buy that for me for Christmas and just wrap it up later. So I just kind of knew everything I was getting for Christmas. But
nice. See, that's what
he did surprise me. He went out one day and got the complete DVD set of Adventure Time.
Nice.
So yeah,
excellent.
Which is very, very cool.
Excellent.
So not like I didn't already have the season sets, but now I have the box set with all the extra stuff.
It's all spiffy. The spiffy.
Yeah, and it takes up this much space instead of this much space.
Which you can now use toward the big Twin Peaks from Z/A set, which is ridiculously big, and we'll talk about that.
Ridiculously big, and we were going to talk about that tonight, but not like everybody else in podcast land needed to know that, Charles. I don't know why you always tell our secrets.
I'm a very transparent person, in case you hadn't noticed.
No, that's very true. That's right. But in the past couple of weeks, we've just been super busy with stuff.
Yeah.
And so we haven't had a chance to get all the way through it.
We're going to get to it. There's a lot to get through.
Yeah, we'll do it next time.
Yeah, so I'm going to try.
Because we're in a good...
Yeah.
Today we're doing episode 9, so it'll be episode 10.
Yes.
After that, so we'll pick up after 10. So it'll work out well.
Yeah, I think after 10 maybe we'll try again.
Yeah. Yeah. Do it.
Because it would we feel a little weird, and maybe it's just that whole anal retentive thing about breaking on 9 as opposed to an even number. But
yeah, I know it's a little strange.
Yeah. Anyway.
It'd be better to start back up on 10.
But sadly, yours truly did not get that for Christmas.
Yeah,
exactly. That was the big Price is Right fail for me. Yeah, I have to do this for me.
Awesome.
Yeah. Still one of my favorite sound effects.
That is the greatest sound effect ever.
It is.
It's just so even if some sort of alien life form came down to this planet,
right,
and heard that sound, they would think, "Oh, somebody lost." Something went wrong.
Yeah. And that would be me in this case. So yeah,
Aw.
unfortunately, like even though it was only the number one thing I put on my Christmas list this year
Oh.
from Z-Day, but so that's okay. I adapted. I went ahead and took care of it myself. I bought my own damn From Z to A set.
Heck yes, you did. That's how
And
this works.
yeah, exactly. So I stepped up, plunked down my ridiculous amount of money because that thing's
Way more money than we should have done, but we
yeah,
knew we were going to do it.
exactly. Because hey, we got to talk about it for the podcast, right?
We should be able to write it off.
This should be a business expense if they paid us for. Like we should be getting paid for this so that we could write it off as a business expense.
I know. Seriously.
Rob Southgate.
So, yeah.
You're
Southgate Media Group Patreon. Technically, you're paying us, so help us out here.
You're officially on notice, Rob Southgate. Just
$1 a month, people, and then we can say we're paid for this, and then we can write these box sets off.
There you go.
Do us a solid. Come on.
It would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool to be able to write Twin Peaks off on your taxes.
Oh my God! You, me, and Kyle MacLachlan. That'd be amazing.
Oh, so speaking of which, I don't want to interrupt you because I know you're getting ready to roll.
No, it's okay.
But speaking of Kyle MacLachlan, I have a surprise for you. Something I picked up at our friendly neighborhood comic book store.
Which we have two friendly neighborhood comic book
stores. Well, that's true.
Your friendly neighborhood comic book store and my friendly neighborhood comic book store.
Your friendly neighborhood comic book store.
So that would be the Laughing Ogre. It's my side of town.
Exactly. So
not
I was
that Pack Rat is not my store too. It's
no.
Just that's Charles' part of town.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because Xan lives closer to the Ogre than I do, but I go to the Ogre and I go to Pack Rat every so often.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like my number two store. If like something sold out at the Ogre, or if there's just something that I didn't order and I'm like, oh, I need to get this, I will go over there and get it.
Or if you want toys or Warhammer.
Yeah, they're really good with the
definitely want to go there.
Yeah. And it's just a question of like which store has which stuff. So
exactly, but the Ogre's been here for
it's an institution.
24 years? Has it been here 25 years yet?
Probably.
I can't remember.
Probably.
Yeah, it's close. It's close. So
I've been in here. I've been back in Columbus, let's see, since 97. So that's 23 years.
Yeah.
Going on.
So
yeah, I'd say that's pretty up there. So anyway, I was at the Ogre and picked up something David Lynch related at the Ogre.
What'd you find?
Check this out.
All right. What we got going on here?
Long live the fighters!
Oh, for those of you at home, that is a Muad'Dib pop figure.
Yes. I have a Kyle MacLachlan from Dune, Paul Muad'Dib, Paul Atreides Funko figure. And he even has the cool blue eyes because
he has blue eyes
because of the spice. So so this is the version of Paul Atreides, of course, from David Lynch's Dune, and I also have I Will Kill Him.
Oh well, see, that's a little disappointing.
Why?
He's fully clothed.
Well, there is a variant of that with the flying underpants, as Sting himself refers to.
Yes, flying underpants.
The flying underpants. There's a version of that. I didn't want the flying underpants version. I wanted the full.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Because I'm a straight white dude, okay?
Okay, well, yeah, fine, whatever.
Yeah, so
just remember that you have straight white female friends whose birthdays are in April.
Well, okay. I'm just saying. Now the flying underpants version, that's at the Ogre. I saw it there.
Oh, is it now?
It is. So consider yourself fully notified.
What's up, Gib? How's it going? I'm coming to see you.
Yep. So I had to pick up these two bad boys.
Nice.
So it's I got Sting as Fade Rautha, and very cool. So I now have two Sting Funko figures, one from the Police, and then one from Dune, and then I now have three Kyle MacLachlan figures.
Oh yeah, you've got
the two Coopers.
You got Paul Muad'Dib there and the two Coopers.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got Doppelganger Cooper and regular Cooper, and then
nice. So
that's pretty sweet. So
very cool.
I didn't know these were out. I knew they were coming, but I didn't know they were out. So I'm just like, there goes my weekly budget. But okay.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm all cool. I'm good. It's worth it. It's worth it. So
Yeah, that's super cool. Those are great.
I just wanted to share that with the class.
I think you need to. Those are fantastic. Yeah, I was able to pick up
I wish they would do more. Because I think they only did Fade and Paul.
Yeah, they should do
Peter DeVries.
Peter DeVries for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Baron Harkonnen.
Baron Harkonnen.
Baron Harkonnen. Yeah.
You'd have to do Baron Harkonnen.
That goes without saying. I'd like a Gurney Halleck, frankly. I think that'd be pretty nice.
Gurney would be cool. Alia. You need to do Alia.
Oh, yeah. And then that would also be
Twin Peaks
adjacent.
Exactly.
Yes. So that'd be good. Yeah, I was able to pick up the Target exclusive Dark Crystal Age of Resistance figures.
Nice.
Which I didn't realize were a thing. And then I'm at Target. I'm like, is that the Heretic? What the hell? So
yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I spent way too much on pop figures, but you know,
this
is why I try to keep the pop figures to a
minimum
absolute adoration status.
Right.
You know, but I absolutely adore a lot of things, so that's kind of a problem.
I was able to justify this because hey, there's only 2 of them.
Well, there you go.
So unless they make more, in which case I'm screwed because because then the collector part of me will I have to complete the set.
Well, and then I don't know if you ever shop at GameStop, but GameStop will sometimes have buy 2 get 1 free sales.
Yeah.
So then you gotta
Barnes and Noble does that too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. All right, so enough of the Funko stuff, but I just thought I'd share that because it was Twin Peaks related.
Nice.
All right, so here, episode 66. We're going to talk, the Twin Peaks: The Return Part 9, which aired way back on July 9th, 2017. Written, of course, by Mark Frost, David Lynch, directed by Lynch, yada yada. You know that deal, and also known as, of course, This Is the Chair.
This is the chair.
This is the chair. Now, this is, obviously we're coming right off of the huge episode 8. So we're kind of start to get back into the regular storyline, or at least, storyline threads. So we catch up with Dougie / Cooper, Duper, and Janie E. And we catch up with Bobby and, in the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department, and then, of course, Gordon and Tammy Preston and that wacky Bill Hastings. And so we're going to talk about that here today as we resume our commentaries, picking up where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
And anything you want to talk about before we get started?
No, nothing right now. Okay. I think, it's interesting about how, and I've said it before, and I'll just say it again, that the now that I'm less impatient with what's going to happen, I'm really enjoying these Dougie plot lines.
Now that you know what to expect.
Now that I know what to expect, yeah, it's like the Dougie plot line.
It's not. It's more tolerable now.
It's more tolerable. It's charming. I think it's a charming little story.
Right. You can appreciate Kyle MacLachlan's performance.
Oh yeah.
A little bit more. Yeah.
And I think
we know that we're going to get Cooper eventually, so it's okay.
Yeah. And David Lynch doesn't do comedy very often.
Yeah,
but when he does, I like it.
He did On the Air, so.
Yeah, I like David Lynch comedy, and that's what Dougie is.
He does have a very interesting sense of humor.
Yeah,
especially with pulling the humor of the absurd that he does so well, especially on Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, so obviously for everyone playing the home game, if you recall,
the floor just stopped spinning.
I'm on the 1 minute 32 second mark. And if everybody's ready at home, has their all Blu-rays all queued up, we will do this in 3, 2, 1, doink.
Now, here we go. Oh my gosh. How do you survive having a bunch of ghost woodsmen's hands all in your open wounds?
I want to know how his shirt survived. Like,
Well,
they were rummaging
yeah,
around in there. Shouldn't his shirt be all ripped up?
that's an excellent question. You should have a giant gaping hole in the middle of that shirt.
Right. Unless he stole another shirt from
Yeah.
somebody else.
I think
But
you're going to need a little bit more than that bandana
I
to
love the
clean
fact that
yourself
he didn't
up.
even bother to wipe his face off.
No, he just stole a bandana. He's like, screw these people in their bandana.
Yep.
Their dog does not get a neckerchief. Thank you very much. So,
They're going to have to hold up a bank on their own time.
yep. Has anybody ever flown on a private jet? I've never done it. I'm just wondering if it's
I've flown on jets small enough to be private jets, but not
seriously.
especially to the Bahamas. But
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah, where I almost died.
Yeah, on your rocket cycle.
Yep.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness. Garden coal.
Garden coal.
After all these years, he couldn't have gotten like an implant or something.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
What about like a cochlear implant, something?
Yeah, seriously. Have you ever seen those videos of children getting those implants and then
No.
hearing for the first time?
Oh yeah, I have. Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God, it's so adorable.
Yeah. Their eyes just get so wide.
They're just they're so excited. I
Like,
think
what
it's
is
so
this?
adorable.
Yeah.
By the way, Diane's phone case
Right.
can be purchased at Target.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot think of the name of the brand right now. But yeah, it's a design for Target.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought about buying one, except hey,
Tim Roth, how you been?
heck yeah, baby.
It's been a while since we've seen you.
Yep.
Welcome back to this series.
Oh, I love me some Tim Roth. My friend Sarah, who is a Twin Peaks fan.
Yes.
When we were growing up, one of her favorite movies of all time was Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead.
Oh, I've never seen that movie.
It's good. It's good. It's him and Gary Oldman, so it's about
yeah. Well,
it's just about as
enough said there.
Yes, Chantal is here.
Yep.
Where'd they get you? I don't know. Everywhere. Yeah, he's got a bullet wound in his shirt, but no giant gaping hole from where 18 woodsmen have had their hands in him.
It's just nice to see Jennifer Jason Leigh again. That's all.
I love Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yep. I've been a fan of hers since Hudsucker Proxy.
Oh my God, how amazing is she in Hudsucker
She's
Proxy?
like my definitive 1940s Lois Lane.
Oh, she's perfect
in Hudsucker Proxy. She would have been fantastic in that.
Oh my gosh.
If you did like a Fleischer, like a live action Fleischer Studios Superman movie.
Oh yeah, or even if she was the voice.
Yes.
If they did a new Fleischer-esque cartoon.
Yeah, she'd be perfect.
That'd be fantastic.
She's got that cadence down perfectly.
Oh yeah. He's a complete moron.
That fast-talking career gal.
Yep, fast-talking career gal. But she's a Muncie girl.
The Muncie girl.
If you guys haven't seen the Hudsucker Proxy, it is an extremely underrated
I love that movie.
Coen Brothers movie.
I love that damn movie.
And it's we both highly, highly recommend it.
And hey, it's for kids.
Hey, for kids,
For kids.
Excellent performances.
I know. F you, Albert.
F you, Albert. Yep.
I love that.
Excellent performances by Paul Newman and Charles Durning especially.
Yes.
So.
I wonder who Diane, I say this in quotes, Diane is texting.
Diane is getting phone calls. Oh, look at that old Agent Mulder phone that she's got there, right. Tammy.
Well, she probably lifted it right out of Fox Mulder's desk in the X-Files.
Yeah.
She went down to the basement, got his phone. It was, every one of the 5,000 times they shut down the X-Files. She probably lifted it.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't get to Buckhorn fast enough, did you, Mr. Strawberry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should step on the gas.
How the hell did that happen? What do you mean you let him go, Mr. Strawberry?
Cooper flew the coop. Coop.
I love that. See,
how long was he waiting to make that joke? Coop flew the coop.
Seriously. Yeah. Hutch and Chantal are horrible people. I mean, they just killed this family to hang out at their farm, to squat at their farm for a while.
It always feels like, every time we see them, that it's kind of like this weird crossover between David Lynch and Quentin Tarantino. Because they're characters that would be perfect in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, absolutely. But they're
these
super
hitmen.
David Lynch.
Yeah, they're just like smart ass, hitmen.
Yep. Uh-oh. Coop needs to buy some insurance.
Yep. Let's catch up with Duncan Todd.
Yep. Oh, man. That's my work computer, actually.
And at this point, in the series, we're kind of starting to get the connections now.
Yeah, because we're starting to figure out why.
A lot of the stuff we saw at the beginning of the series, we were just like, okay, how does this relate at all?
Yeah.
And to Frost and Lynch's credit, they start tying these threads together.
Mm-hmm. They do.
So I got to give them credit for that. They did bring it together.
Yep.
All these disparate threads.
So I'm of the opinion that Tim Roth,
right,
and second behind him is Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Is the absolute greatest accent actor. I think he can do a different accent better than anybody. And I think Gary Oldman is probably a close second. But right. I think Tim Roth is fantastic.
He is pretty good. I'll give you that.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, he is extremely British in real life.
Exactly.
Or on the way. I love that. Kill him at home, at work, or on the way.
You just really think about it, because if you think about him in Pulp Fiction, where he's kind of doing this, the bank robber type voice, or the restaurant robber.
Yeah, that's his actual voice in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that's right. Is everybody be cool? This is Rob. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's his. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking. Oh, what am I thinking of then?
You're thinking of Res Dogs.
Reservoir. Yeah, that's it. I'm thinking of Reservoir. I'm confused.
Ah, damn it, Charles! Why didn't I buy Cheetos for this episode?
Right.
Oh, they're so good.
Yep.
So at least he cleaned all the blood off of his face.
Blow him a kiss, because he's so dreamy.
Actually, you know what, Charles? Now that you mention it,
yes.
As much as I love Jennifer Jason Leigh,
yes,
I think Amanda Plummer would have been good in that role too, and it would have been hilarious.
It would have been a nice reunion for Tim Roth and Amanda Plummer. Yes, I agree.
That would have been really nice.
From that restaurant scene in Pulp Fiction. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And oh, what's going on?
Yep.
He's a solid citizen.
Yeah, just hanging out down at the police station.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Todd Packer. I don't know how you say his last name. What? Keckner? David Keckner, or is it David Keckner?
I think it's Keckner.
I think it's Keckner. I'm not sure. But I forget who. I know I've seen the other guy somewhere too, but I can't remember where. And, Naomi Watts is really good at the accents, too. She's Australian.
Right.
And I don't know if you've ever seen Tank Girl, but that's her.
Yeah, I have seen Tank Girl.
Yeah, that's her actual voice.
And if you've seen Mulholland Drive, you know that obviously there's not a hint of that in her voice.
Oh, my God. She's so amazing in that.
Yeah, she is. We're going to obviously have to talk about that at some point.
Yeah, we should do a review of that Blu-ray.
We should.
I've got Criterion.
Got it. Yeah, I've got the Criterion version now.
Yep. All the Criterion David Lynch stuff that's coming.
Put that on our 2020 schedule.
2020 schedule. Yep. Oh my gosh. Everything David Lynch needs to be Criterion. There's not a lot out there.
No.
It's not like it's I
keep wondering if Criterion's going to do a version of Dune to cash in on the upcoming Dune adaptation.
Maybe. You know something, Charles?
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to happen because principal filming just ended.
Right.
But I was really hoping there would be a Dune trailer during Rise of Skywalker.
I was too.
I was really hoping for that.
I was too. We're probably gonna have to wait till like Wonder Woman or something.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
I would guess
So,
that'd be my guess. Wonder Woman 2020 or 1984
yeah,
in
yeah.
2020.
Which I cannot wait for because my 1984 was nothing but Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So.
And they do have that trailer has that really cool New Order cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Dougie, you can take the rest of the day off.
I want to know what mix that is.
I know, we got to find that. But
because I love Blue Monday, of course.
Oh yeah, right.
Right.
Did you see a Ghostbusters trailer when you saw Rise of Skywalker?
I did not.
Neither did I, and I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping for that too. I don't know if you guys have not seen the Ghostbusters trailer, check it out.
I have seen it. I just didn't see it with the
I'm just saying
right.
If our listeners haven't heard it, they should check that out on should look it up. All right. Okay, what do we got going on here?
Yeah.
He doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Before 1997.
Which is not at all suspicious.
No, it's not at all suspicious. My question is...
Even the Fuscos are zeroing in on this one.
What went on between 1991 and 2007? What went on in those 6 years?
You mean 1997?
What did I say?
You said 2007.
I mean 1997. Yes, you're correct.
That's all right.
What went on in those 6 years? Was Dougie like brewing somewhere in the lodge or something?
I don't know. Probably yeah, he's just, he wasn't finished yet. He's still cooking.
Yeah, he was still cooking.
Still cooking.
Incubation technology was in its infancy. I was born 7 months premature, and they put me in a cast iron pot in a pizza oven. My bones never hardened, but my spirit did. Sorry.
That's magic. Where's that from?
Enemies! Have you ever seen the SNL where it's career day at school and one kid's dad comes in and he's an oil baron played by Adam Driver?
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Greetings, children. I am an oil baron. I'm Mordecai's father. Look at me, boy. Look at me.
Nice.
One man came close. His name was H.R. Pickens. Who's H.R. Pickens? Exactly! It's fantastic. Yeah. All right, children, I was told to bring a healthy snack, so join me in the hallway for swine livers and Capri Sun.
All right, I have an idea. Let's call Ron Burgundy.
Scotchy, Scotch. Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island? My favorite line from that entire movie. Go back to your home on Whore Island.
Why don't you go back to your Black Lodge?
All right, Todd Packer. We'll see you in Tallahassee.
Fresh cup.
Coffee.
And
here, I kept thinking...
Cooper Progress Bar rising.
Yeah, I kept thinking that with every cup of coffee,
yes,
Cooper was going to come back.
You know what? They should have had like a little indicator at the bottom, like a superimposed on the screen.
Yeah, like Futurama.
No, like exactly like the coffee episode of Futurama. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. You took where I was going and you nailed it perfectly. Thank you. This is why I love working with you. This is fantastic. Yes.
This is why you need me, Charles.
I do. You pull this stuff out of my head and articulate it perfectly. I should hire you.
I'm just here.
I know.
Let the Joneses go. Dougie Jones.
Oh, it's the Deer Meadow Shuffle, everybody. And I kept hoping for Special Agent Chet Desmond to walk out.
Oh my God! How much do I want Agent Chet Desmond to figure? I want to know what happened to him. Is he another tin machine up in the upstairs of the convenience store?
That should be Twin Peaks season 4, in my opinion.
Come on, David Lynch.
Somehow gotta make that happen. Chris Isaac, you gotta be up for this.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Charles.
Yes.
Did you see?
We gotta watch.
What?
Dougie's having a moment here.
Come on back to us, Cooper.
It'd be kind of
Come
funny
on back.
It can be kind of funny if the camera just bunked into him. Like it went in too far in the zoom.
That would be good.
Bunk.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you remembering?
Hold on. We have to stand up and put your hand on your heart. Yeah. Everyone doff your hats.
Yes.
As we play our national anthem.
This is not our national anthem.
I know. It's America the Beautiful. I know that. I'm just saying. A lot of people think it's our national anthem, though.
A lot of people are idiots.
I know this. I know they are.
Yeah.
It's the Star Spangled Banner is our national anthem.
Star Spangled Banner is our national anthem.
But
yes.
they think America the Beautiful is our national anthem.
I mean, America the Beautiful is a good.
Yes.
Oh. What?
Shoes like Audrey Horne shoes.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Nice.
Banana. Oh, look, that's where you came from.
Yep. Oh, it's home.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to crawl back in there. It's so comfy. It's warm.
It's so warm in here.
It's so warm and fuzzy. I get this lovely little comforting little buzz every time I go in there.
Either that or he's thinking like, wonder what Jade's up to now.
Jade give 2 rides.
I bet she did. Okay, so did you see the picture that Kyle MacLachlan tweeted of him and Laura Dern when he congratulated her on the Golden Globe?
I did.
Is that a new picture or an old picture?
I think it's a new picture.
So that's a new picture. He's got dyed hair again.
I noticed that. But did you also notice, and I posted this on our Ghostwood page, there was a picture of him at Snoqualmie Falls.
I did see that. Yes. So.
Right.
What the heck is up?
I don't know where this is going to be taking us, but I have a place that's both wonderful and strange.
Yeah, Ike the Spike. This is not going to end well for Ike the Spike, is it, Charles?
Something is happening, isn't it, Margaret?
It is happening again. Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't end well for poor Ike the Spike today, does it?
Nope.
It is happening again. It is happening again.
Poor Ike the Spike. He tries he tries so hard.
Yeah, well, he is a hitman that just pretty much kills indiscriminately
he's this little ball of terror, and I love him.
He's like a Tasmanian devil.
Exactly.
It's just once he gets going, it's like a little cyclone. Yeah. Yeah, when he sees somebody, he just goes running after him. Yeah.
I mean, kind of funny to see him spinning around.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, this is not good.
Oh, the Fusco's got the drop on Ike the Spike.
And if this were any other day,
yeah,
Ike the Spike could probably take all these guys.
I know. I would put money on him normally.
I know.
But he does have a busted
Got
wing.
a busted up hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And remember, he broke his spike, right?
He did, because Douglas Jones moved like a ninja.
Moved like a cobra.
A cobra, yes, that's right, a cobra.
It's a nice shot there with the sun.
I know, it's a beautiful day in Twin Peaks. At the Sheriff's Department.
It's a nice little 63 degrees here in Twin Peaks, Washington.
It's a long par 5 to the nation's capital.
As Lucy approaches the website very carefully.
Yep. Because, buying chair. See.
He's got a different design on the chair.
See, he wants the plaid, the reddish plaid one, and she likes the beige one.
So for anybody wondering about the married life of Andy and Lucy, here you go, kids. This is it.
This is like the married life of just about everybody, though.
Only through the Twin Peaks filter.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I love the red chair. You know what? There's 2 of you. Buy 2 chairs.
Right. Exactly. It's like, how small is your living room? You can't afford both, or that you don't have room for both. Maybe they can't afford both.
So, Charles, I'm not sure if I want a shirt that has red bows on my lapels or question marks on my lapels. I think I want both.
Question marks.
Yeah, but I don't have
I'm probably the wrong person to ask about that, but I would go question marks.
Yeah, but I don't have a jacket like that, unfortunately. Or a cricket bat for that matter.
You could go to. I actually have the Peter Davison's cricket sweater.
That is so badass.
The jumper, I've got that, and
awesome.
And his Panama hat.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, but
Fourth Doctor is my favorite.
Right.
But Peter Davison's the hottest one. He's the best looking.
Yeah.
Well,
he was the David Tennant of his era, because everybody considered him the sexy Doctor back then.
He was the sexy Doctor, but now it's like classic Doctor Who. He's the best looking one, but Doctor Who. If you said, Xan, you can have a night with one of the Doctors, who would you pick?
Yeah, that would be the one.
Eccleston.
Eccleston?
I'd pick Eccleston.
Interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not the expected first choice.
If he was not available, I would do the Davison.
Okay. Interesting. So we should have saved that discussion for Next Stop Everywhere, but
yeah, but
Yeah. Oh, and now here we're catching up with the horns.
Aren't we out of Auton episodes though?
Yeah, there's only 2, 3 if you count the modern era, but we've done them all.
Let's do that one then.
We did it. We did Rose.
I know you did that one.
Yeah, we did that one. We could always do a commentary. We haven't done commentaries on Next Stop Everywhere.
Hey, there we go. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, Johnny.
Poor Johnny Horne.
Oh, that's not good.
No, especially when you see the blood.
Yeah, Johnny, it's not a dollhouse anymore.
Yeah. Now Johnny is played by a different actor.
Yes.
Not the one from the TV series. For there's actually been 3. There was one in the pilot,
and
then there was one in the main one in the series, and then this actor right here. Let's see. Yeah. Do I have his name written down?
Him. The one in the series I refer to as Amen Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte Stewart.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Yep. And we have the late great Robert Forster.
Yes. It's sad to say late Robert Forster now.
I know. Yeah. Exactly.
Now, and here we're catching up with Betty Briggs.
Yeah. The great Charlotte Stewart, who's been with David Lynch from the beginning.
Right.
And she knows why they're there.
Yep.
Because she might look like your basic suburban military wife and mother, but she knows some weird stuff.
Well, considering her husband, Garland Briggs, Major Garland Briggs, who is a bit timey-wimey himself.
He is a little bit timey-wimey. This is very true. Man, Michael Horst is hot with that silver hair.
The silver fox horse.
I don't know what it is, but that silver fox look on him is just really, I don't know. I guess back in the 90s, I was a little too Kyle MacLachlan centric when it came to me watching the show, but he's a good looking dude.
As you've gotten older.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, he's still the classic good looking guy, but it's, I think there were some things like.
I thought this was a clever idea to kind of give Major Briggs something to do without Major Briggs actually being there.
Yeah, exactly.
And also there's some really nice stuff here between Bobby and his mom.
Oh yeah, some very sweet stuff here. And this is very X-Files too. It sort of reminds me.
Well, with the music, it does sound a little bit like Mark Snow.
Well, do you remember that episode of the X-Files where Cooper goes back home? Cooper, listen to me.
I know.
Mulder.
Yeah.
Yes. Bryson. Agent Bryson goes back home.
Agent Denise Bryson goes back home to Connecticut.
Goes back home and gets that alien killer out of the lamp. He breaks a lamp and there's the alien killer in there.
Yes.
This reminds me of that.
Yep. That little plunger thing that comes out and you can pop it in the back of their neck.
And I wonder how many times she sat. Yeah. how often she sat in that chair wondering,
Right.
when is this thing going to happen that Garland told me about?
Did she have this on her planner, her calendar? Like, today's the day. I've been waiting all this time.
She just sort of knew, you know? I think Bobby's better looking as he's older too. I mean, Bobby was good looking back in the day, but he was just such a
he's such a punk. He was a punk
Yeah.
back then. Now he's grown up. He's
Yeah.
he's respectable now.
Not only that, he's just figured himself out a little bit more. He's less angry, I guess.
Well, he grew up.
Yeah. None of these people know that he killed a guy. I'm just saying that.
Right. And he's working for the police department. None of them had figured this out.
Yeah.
That's a really great background check, guys.
Yeah. I wonder if Major Briggs saw that.
Yeah.
Before your father died, he told me that one day Bobby would come to the house with Hawk and Sheriff Truman
after he killed a guy.
And I want you to tell them that he killed a guy.
Right.
It seems like they should say that.
So here's where we bring the Lieutenant Knox connection in to the main storyline.
Diane just DGAF right here. Look at her.
It's interesting how Diane is manspreading here.
Uh-huh. She totally is.
But she's got such long legs.
Well, the thing about Laura Dern is that she's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I've been a huge Laura Dern fan for most of my life. Because I don't know if you know this, Charles, but
effing pansies. Go on, you pansy.
Yeah, pansies. The movie Teachers was filmed here in Columbus, Ohio. And, Laura Dern's in that. Laura Dern was in Mask. So there's all these 80s movies that I grew up seeing Laura Dern in.
Here's the big revelation coming up.
Yep.
Let me check my text messages. Now, who was text messaging earlier? Oh, yeah. Around the dinner table, the conversation is lively. That means, dun, 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 Mr. C is texting
She
Diane.
is in contact.
They're in cahoots.
Yep. They are in cahoots.
They're in cahoots. It's a great word, isn't it? Cahoots.
Cahoots is a fantastic word. All right, so now we're finding out that Scooby and the librarian, not Scooby, Shaggy and the librarian were knocking boots. Zoinks!
Come on, Scoob.
Yeah.
I didn't do it, Scoob. I didn't kill her. I just had sex with her on an affair.
I didn't take her head off and then replace it with the body of a dead Marine from Air Force. Was he Marines or Air Force?
Air Force.
Air Force. Yeah.
UFO stuff is always Air Force.
That's true. Oh, here's
Project Blue Book.
Here's Albert's girlfriend, or at least who should be Albert's girlfriend.
Constance Talbot. You gotta hope these two hooked up.
Seriously. Here's the body of your Major Briggs.
Although it's kind of nice now thinking about it that if we obviously can't have Miguel Ferrer, if they do a Twin Peaks season 4, they could have.
We have Constance Talbot.
We have Constance Talbot as a fill-in character.
Yep. She can take She can attempt to fill the void of our Albert.
Obviously, won't be the same. Not nearly to that level. But that sense of humor is there.
Oh, this is so cute when the dog got the cat's eyes. Look at Albert. He wants to laugh, but he just can't bring himself to show that much emotion.
Albert's like, do you want to just have sex right here on this table?
Right here. There's got to be There's got to be a free sterile table here somewhere. The Zone. Who has seen The Zone?
The Fandom Zone, which I hear is a fabulous podcast.
It's a great podcast. You guys should be downloading that. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Check it out, yo.
This is bizarre to think that Major Briggs was in his 40s.
Right.
Because I'm in my 40s, and I really don't feel like anywhere near as responsible as Major Briggs.
Well, I like to think, like I'm 50 now.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think I aged better than Major Briggs did. I hope.
Well, yeah, that's the fact that you're.
I hope I look better than Major Briggs did in his 40s.
Yeah, and you're still aging too, which is more than I can say for Major Briggs.
This is true.
This is very true.
Contact. We're sharing telepathically.
Yes, that's right. That's right. If you can think of a better way to do it, I'd love to hear it.
You know, this is the same move that they did outside of Mr. C's interrogation.
Doesn't get any bluer.
At the prison. Yep, doesn't get any bluer.
Yep.
Exactly. Blue Rose.
Doesn't get any bluer.
I just like putting my hand on your shoulder, Albert. Sorry about that.
I don't blame you. Oh, don't eat the ring,
Don't-
Major.
Don't eat the ring. Nice.
And
Don't
this is-
eat the ring.
Now, this is Dougie's wedding ring. What the hell is going on?
Right. At this point.
Yeah. We got to find Bill Hastings. Zoinks.
Zoink Scoob.
God. Washington and Oregon are just gorgeous places.
I know, right?
Yes.
I've never been to Washington. I need to go out there. Yep.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
the moment. This is the moment that Xan, you've been waiting for.
Here it is.
It's coming up. This is
I
your
don't know
moment to
where my
shine,
car
Xan.
is.
Nope.
I am not your foot.
That's it.
Oh,
Thank you. I feel so much better now.
so great.
It's one of the best moments ever. Now,
Oh.
from what I understand, David Patrick Kelly says he did not do the voice for this.
Oh, I wonder who did.
That's a good question. It's
Yeah,
a mystery.
it is a mystery.
Nobody's owned up to it yet.
Oh, he is the perfect old boomer stoner, isn't he?
Pretty much.
He's so great.
The hipster boomer stoner.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Fanny pack.
I don't know how you filmed this scene with the crew not laughing. Their
Oh,
heads off.
but
There had to be outtakes, or
that's like a one handheld camera because it's
they
one
had
guy.
to filter. They had to filter out the audio or something because it's just too good, too hilarious.
Jerry, come out and play. Yay.
Nice. The foot.
Oh,
Go on, touch it. You know
Come
you want to
on,
touch it.
Jerry.
Do it. Noonan.
yeah.
Jerry versus this
Just
foot, and he
damn it.
loses. He just got beaten up by his own foot. You realize this?
You know, here's the thing about Chad. I'll bet you he stole both of those TV dinners from the freezer.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
He's that guy. He's
He's
the guy
that
who raids.
guy.
He's the guy who raids the office fridge.
Yep. Lucy, what are you eating?
Five Guys, maybe. I don't know.
It's like a giant sandwich.
Yeah, it looks. Well, it looked like a kind of a serious, like double-decker burger.
Seriously, yeah. Eat in the ladies' room, Chad.
Eating in the East Room, Chad.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
donuts and coffee in here.
Right.
You
don't.
your-
You
get your Chad ass out of here. All right.
You're Chad. We're us.
Take both of your stolen TV dinners and get the crap out of here.
Get out.
Get the hell out.
I love how he just because he's a dick. He's a douche. He takes his time doing this.
Oh yeah.
And drags it out intentionally.
Uh-huh. I wouldn't have a problem if Bobby gets to be in there.
The old waiter shuffle.
Bobby gets to be in there, and Bobby killed a guy.
I like this moment here. Little help.
Yeah. Hawk's just standing there.
It's like, I ain't helping you.
All right, whatever. Hawk, if it'll get him out of the room faster,
Right.
just go for
just
it.
make it happen.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. Yeah, we got to get the stink out.
Yeah, seriously. Salisbury steak, that's going to last for a couple of...
Smells all Chad in here.
Smells like
Shit.
school lunch in Chad.
Worst smell ever.
Seriously.
Worst smell ever.
No seams, no openings. That means it's a suppository Sheriff Truman.
Right. There's no button. Do you see a button? I don't see a button.
Drop it on the floor like Andrew Packard did with the Thomas Eckhart package.
Right. It worked then. It broke
Yeah,
open.
just throw it at the wall.
Well, that's kind of what they do. That's what Bobby does, is throw it on the floor.
Yeah, seriously.
On the concrete. He's like, let's go out in the concrete. I'll throw it down. It'll work.
Yeah. Yeah, do it. All right, let's go outside.
All right. Bobby's got the... When did you just tell us that in the first place?
Well, I didn't know that's what you were going to do when we came in here. I thought we had something else to talk about.
We didn't have to go through that whole thing with kicking out
Lucy,
Chad.
how long does it take you to eat that sandwich?
A good long time. That's just magic right there.
Oh, yeah.
I love that moment.
All right, here we go. Let's just whack it.
Let's do this. Whack.
This, by the way, is a good way to open a coconut, too.
Is it?
Yep, throwing it on the ground.
Well, that's cool. What the?
It's the zone, everybody.
Exactly.
It's the zone inside of a little tube.
Namyo Rinkihyo, Namyo Rinkihyo.
Are we just watching Bobby fritter away his afternoon here?
Is this what Bobby does all day? Throw stuff on the concrete?
Is this what you do with all of the evidence, Bobby?
That's where all my pens went.
Dude,
let's smoke it.
Somebody rolled one. Man holding this tube is insane. Do nothing he says.
Your fortune says
253 yards east of Jack Rabbit Slims. Oh wait, that's the movie.
Jack Rabbit Slims contest.
No wait.
Take it away.
That is Marilyn Monroe, and that is Mamie Van Doren, and I don't see Jane Mansfield, so she must have the night off or something.
Nice. Very nice.
Pretty smart. Yeah, I have my moments.
I don't think Buddy Holly's much of a waiter.
Lucky we got anything at all. Buddy Holly, played by the great Steve Buscemi.
Right.
Yep. What is it, Bobby? Nothing. I just killed a guy. I know where Jack Rabbit's palace is.
What else are you not telling us? You knew how to open this thing. You knew where Jack Rabbit's palace is. Bobby's filled with secrets.
Do you even work here? I was the one who named it Jack Rabbit's Palace. All right, well, can we get in the car and go there?
Brings back some memories.
Big extra memories. Yeah, my dad was very cryptic.
Yeah. I'm still paying off the therapist, by the way.
Yeah.
I could use a raise.
That'd be great.
Yeah, you want to help you out?
Also, is it okay that I killed a guy? Oh, I loved that this was here.
Yes. Cooper.
I was so excited that was there.
Cooper.
Two Coopers. Hell yeah, Hawk. There's two Coopers.
Bookends. The two Coopers. Next on Doctor Who.
It's all coming together for me now.
Little smoke break for Diane.
Yeah.
Tulpa smoke break.
You know what? Pantsuits really don't work for anybody.
Not true. Some they do.
No, I mean like a suit with pants, one thing, but where it's like one long, like a jumper, like a romper for grown-ups.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm not
like a mismatched jacket.
I'm not big on those.
Yeah.
Where it's all like a speed suit. I'll just say that speed suits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Venture Brothers.
Exactly. Diane doesn't.
Gordon is seriously turned on by that cigarette right now.
He totally is. If only she spoke French.
He's just like, I just want to smoke that thing.
Yeah, he wants her to speak a little French.
Oh. She spoke a little French.
Now, see, right here is where I'm going, oh my God, I've been waiting for 25 years. Somebody do something.
So we're just going to watch Tammy sway a little bit back and
Oh,
forth because that's what she does.
like a lazy river hugs the shore. All right. Yeah.
And Tammy's just like, I'm just gonna stand here. I know I'm supposed to be in this scene, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing
Gordon, you're
here.
supposed to be quitting. Yeah, I'm David Lynch. Have you seen me not smoke ever? I'm David Lynch.
Gordon, HR has told you about this. No, this is a no smoking zone.
You realize you just raised your insurance premiums by $13 a month, right?
Right.
Yeah, we sure did. We smoked a lot of different stuff, didn't we?
Yep. We got it all from Jerry Horne.
Oh God. Jeez.
Flick.
Aw.
Scoob! I miss you, Scoob.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
I love how you turned that into a scream reference.
You like that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Hi, I just had sex with somebody besides my wife. I didn't kill anybody, I swear. Here's the thing, though, Hastings. Even if the truth comes out and people figure out what happened here, I don't think you're going to be principal anymore.
No, I think he's done.
I think you're going to have to find. Oh, I'm 43. I don't feel like I'm old enough to be like the principal's contemporary. You
just want Tammy to slap him at this point, going, "Man up!"
Yeah, The Search for the Zone by Paladin Press.
Nice.
An alternate reality in a parking lot. But it's real. They've been there. We found this headless Air Force man.
Have you ever experienced feelings of dread in your attic or basement?
Have you or a member of your family ever seen a
spook, specter, or ghost? Yeah.
Are you awakened by strange noises in the middle of the night?
Then call us.
If the answer is yes, don't wait another minute. Pick up the phone and call the professionals. Ghostbusters. We're ready to believe you.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
Mm-hmm. See, now this sounds a lot like those kids that stabbed their friend in order to see the Slender Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
When Jupiter aligns with Mars,
then peace will find the planets.
It's the age of Aquarius.
Age of Aquarius. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys out there in podcast land are true crime fans, but if you want to look at the Slender Man attack, it was
It's horrible.
12-year-old girls from Waukesha, Wisconsin, who
really should have known better.
Who stabbed their friend, thinking they were going to summon the Slender Man, and then they went looking for him in a national forest that was a good 6 hours away from their house, but they went just walking to see if they could get there.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Because, hey, creepypasta.
Here's the thing, Charles. I was a horror movie buff when I was a kid.
Right.
You know, when I was 11, 12 years old, I had Freddy Krueger posters on my wall. I loved the movie The Shining.
I didn't kill her, man. I didn't kill her.
Zoinks.
Zoinks, Scoob. This is all my fault.
But you know what? I knew they were...
Don't tell Fred and Velma.
Don't tell Fred and Daphne. Velma will understand.
Velma's a little weird that way.
But I knew it was fictional. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, things are fictional. That's the Major. There he is.
He's so dreamy.
Draw a circle around the photo of the man you call the Major.
Sign and date it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Now do the hokey pokey and turn yourself about,
Now,
because that's what it's all about.
now finish this burger maze
Yes.
on your big boy menu.
Now answer A, B, C, or D.
Tell me exactly what happened and how his headless body, wound up in the bed
Floating around.
of your girlfriend and her head.
Right. Like a balloon.
He said some words. Cooper.
Cooper.
Cooper. He said it twice. Did everybody catch that?
Yep.
He said it twice.
Twice.
I've never seen anything like it. Even though I've been to all kinds of haunted hotels.
Right. All kinds of haunted amusement parks.
Yep. See, there's another movie you never see on cable. That's Scooby-Doo with him and Freddie Prinze Jr. and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't remember who plays Velma.
Oh, that's Linda Cardellini.
Oh, is that who that is? Okay.
Yeah, she's really good in it. I thought she did a good
They're all
job with
fine in it, but we didn't need it.
it. No, we didn't need it. We didn't need it. But it was for the kids. It wasn't for us.
I think it was supposed to be for us.
I don't think so.
We're
I
the
think it
ones
was for
that
the
grew up with the Scooby-Doo.
I know that.
Scooby-Doo premiered in 1969.
Yep.
Does he know his wife's dead yet?
I don't know. Could somebody please get him a Xanax?
Something. We were gonna go to the
We're
Bahamas.
gonna go to the Bahamas. This is actually, like a pretty amazing performance by Matthew Lillard here.
Oh, Matthew Lillard's fantastic in this. He's
Now, great. Do it again.
yeah.
You can picture Lynch is going like,
You
okay,
can-
that's
yeah,
great,
let's
Matthew.
do it again. Yeah.
Right from the top.
Let's go to the Bahamas. And so they
I want to go scuba diving.
found themselves in the
I
Bahamas.
love that. It's like, God, you're pathetic.
Yes, I would love some fruitcake right about now, Albert.
Albert with the great quip there.
I got a fruitcake from Costco for Christmas for when I
Yep.
had people over. Oh my God, it was delicious.
Meanwhile, at Ghostwood Forest,
Meanwhile, at Ghostwood Forest and
there we are.
the Great Northern.
Yep.
Something weird is in those walls. And here's the affair that is kind of
Didn't
sort
ha-
of not going to happen,
Right.
but could have maybe possibly happened.
I think Beverly wanted it to happen.
I think they both want to, but they both know that this is just kind of not what we should be doing. And it's just
Well, it kind of shows at least Ben.
there's
like-
a little bit of good Ben left in there, I think. Yeah.
Just a little, or that maybe he's just like, okay, I'm not that guy anymore.
Right. He
been-
retired from his shenanigans.
He's been eating enough carrots. He
Mhm.
stayed on the good path.
Yep. Yeah,
'Cause
also,
he could have very easily cheated on Sylvia again.
yeah, it
For
is,
the 5 billionth time.
I was going to say, isn't she a little old for him? So gross. This would drive me insane if I had this hum in my office.
I know. Yeah, I would
have,
be like, I have to move. I'm done.
I would
quit.
have like a constant nosebleed,
Yes.
and I would never be
Yes.
asleep.
I would be like just completely, my anxiety would take over, and I'd be like, "Where's that coming from? It's killing me.
Yeah.
Make it stop."
Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. Or the.
Mm.
Oh, goodness.
Oh! I didn't mean to put my hand on your chest.
What?
And my hand on your shoulder arm there.
Oh, is this your lapel?
Yeah.
I feel so pathetic right now.
Right.
I don't know why. I just can't. Ever since that one teenager I had sex with was murdered.
Right. It kind of put me off my game a little bit.
Yeah. No, he's not.
He's maybe a better man than he was, but
he's maybe better than he used to be, but he's not a particularly good man.
No.
Now
in my opinion, the worst performance in the Roadhouse.
Yeah, not a big fan of this one.
Twin Peaks season 3. Human by Hudson Mohawk. Take it for what you will.
It is what it is.
I want to know who's like bopping along to this.
She is.
Oh, and the award for the skankiest Twin Peaks character goes to Sky Ferreira as Ella.
Yeah.
Because of her nasty ass armpit.
Yeah.
Rash.
Exactly. And the fact that is underwear that she's wearing as a shirt.
Right.
And she's got
and she's got like crack teeth.
She's got meth teeth.
Meth teeth. Yeah, she probably she probably got it from Crack Mom.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's got meth teeth, meth pimples.
This is Crack Mom's younger sister.
Oh, you got fired? What a shocker.
Yeah, I'm stunned.
Yeah.
Now, what this conversation has to do with anything, I have no idea.
Said they got me on video stealing boxes or something. How are you about to get fired on your day off?
The only good thing about this scene is that it distracts us from the Hudson Mohawk performance.
Yeah, that's the thing. But did you do the work, though? If you came in high a few times, did you actually, in fact, do the work? Really easily.
Yeah, pretty much.
When people say no ketchup, they mean it. Ow, 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 ow.
Yes.
Ow, 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 ow. That hurts when I think about it.
It's like maybe you should switch it to a different razor.
Or
skin conditioner or something.
Or just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like how her beer just says beer.
Yeah. It's like TV beer.
Uh-huh. A violent yet flammable world.
Yes. Au revoir, Simone. Because, one performance wasn't enough. Of all the bands to get a second performance, you wouldn't think Au revoir, Simone.
As much as I was not a huge fan of their music,
yeah,
I love that name.
It's a great name.
It's a great name.
I will give you that.
Yeah. Let's talk about your big butt, Simone. Oh my gosh. Don't scratch it. You're just going to make it worse.
I'm just going to sniff it.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that with us, David Lynch.
Yeah, that was great.
That was wonderful.
Yep.
Really added a lot to the storyline.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, Charles. I'm going to make a confession right about now.
Yeah. Okay.
I had something like that one time. It was a reaction to a depilatory.
Oh.
It was horrible.
I'm sure it was.
But you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I kept it covered up in public, and I went and got an antibiotic for it.
Well, that's crazy.
I know.
Why would you do that? Why would you do something like that?
I don't know.
That's just crazy talk.
I don't know. Maybe some sort of common sense got filtered into my head.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
See, this is the interesting thing about when you're playing instruments that are mostly programmed.
Right.
You can't really jam out on your instrument.
No.
So
now, one thing I did notice was watching the Roadhouse performances. The member on the right, the far right, knows she's the hottest one in the group.
Is she though?
I think she is.
Really?
And she knows it too.
Because
if you look at her body language, she really works it.
I kind of like the blonde in her peasant shirt and this Phoebe Augustine looking one with the really low cut blouse.
Right. That's a good observation with the Phoebe Augustine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I don't know if you've ever seen bands that are just very programmable keyboard heavy.
Yeah.
But it helps when they have, like, I've seen Vince Clarke twice. Once with Erasure and once with Yazoo. And
Okay.
it really helps when they have a really charismatic frontman / frontwoman.
Well, that's why I like the Chromatics.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, when you're doing your Vince Clarke thing, you need an Andy Bell or an Alison Moyet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Someone with stage presence.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because I think there's the one that looks like Phoebe Augustine, and she looks like Laura Dern, and then the one the one on the far right looks like Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yep.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Remnant adjacent. She's scented.
Yep.
She's Jennifer Jason Leigh scented.
Right.
Shall we say. So, it's a lot easier to read Roman numerals now that it's past the year 2000.
You just go to the MM and you're like, oh,
go to the MM and then you're like, oh, I know these.
Yeah.
It's gonna start getting hard again.
M is 1,000. M is another 1,000.
It's MMXX this year, isn't it?
Let's see. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. It would. Yep.
MMXX.
MMXX.
Yeah.
And that's our episode, everybody.
And that's our episode, everybody.
Hope you enjoyed it. We tried to, make some things like the armpit scene a little more palatable.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. So yeah, this is an interesting one because everything starts to come together in this one, and everything.
A lot of like I said, a lot of the threads.
Yeah.
All the various storylines start kind of connecting, and we kind of start saying, okay, well, maybe we're starting to see the how things are going to play out a little bit.
Yeah, it might not seem like it when you first are watching a David Lynch thing, but everything David Lynch does is deliberate.
Yeah.
And including this. So everything's coming together. Dougie Jones and how he relates to Major Briggs and how he relates to Bill Hastings and what's going on with Diane and how she is still in contact with Cooper. So it's all kind of all over the place. You know what I mean?
It's all connected.
Yeah, it's all connected. And we're finally figuring that out in this episode. So I like this one, and it is good because I think episode 8 made me slow down a little bit. Maybe just say, okay, look, this is going to be
right. Well, we were just so mind blown by that episode.
Yeah, we were so mind blown by that episode that I was like, all right, well, that was beautiful. I'm ready.
And this episode kind of gets us back on track.
Yeah, I'm ready for anything he's going to give me at this point.
Right.
And
we were kind of disappointed though. We didn't learn anything about the little frog moth.
No, we don't learn about the frog moth, but it's very deliberate that it's there. So, but this episode, it starts to tie things together. So even though you're still a little bit impatient at this point,
right,
you're liking what you're watching. You're feeling a little bit better about it. So
yes, exactly. So do you have a rating for this one?
I do. I have 9 out of 10 lost marbles. Oh,
you actually kind of like this one then.
This gets at least a point for Jerry's foot.
Yeah. See, in that with that in mind, my rating not as high as yours. I'm going to give this one 8.5 out of 10 feet that aren't Jerry's feet.
Feet that aren't Jerry's feet. That's a good rating. I like that rating.
Thank you.
But
this is not my foot.
I am not your foot.
You do that so well. So well. If I didn't know better, I swear you were the voice on that.
Maybe I am.
Maybe you are.
If it's not David Patrick Kelly, it's got to be somebody. Maybe it's me.
If nobody else is owning up to it, you might as well claim it.
I should just, it's like inventing Post-its. I should just claim it.
Exactly. Nobody else wants to step up to the plate. Take it.
Right? Right?
That's what I would. That's what I would do.
Serious.
All right. Now we actually got some Facebook feedback
Yeah,
this
sweet.
time. So I want to share that with everybody,
Do it.
if you don't mind. So Mark Zelatny, or Mark Zatilny. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. ZatyLny.
Okay.
So apologies if I completely butchered your last name,
Mark, tell us how to do it if we're doing it wrong.
Yeah. So he writes in, "Hey guys, I hope you're well." Well, thank you. I'm sort of well.
Charles has a deviated septum, but other than that.
No. I was operated on.
I have a surgery. They fixed that.
Yeah, I'm completely messed up otherwise. My lungs are crap, but it's not Scottish, it's crap.
I hate when you show to the customers like that. Besides, she was cute.
Oh, we're going to go down that rabbit hole. All right. Hey, guys, hope you're well. I have 2 questions and a general take. How do you think the story would have developed had the writers had complete control through the first 2 seasons?
Oh, that's a fantastic question.
He's got several questions here. So,
yeah.
So let's start with that one first.
All right, let's start with that one. Okay. If they had control, the first thing I think is I don't think we would have found out who killed Laura as soon, if at all.
Right.
I think that's the main thing.
Obviously, the network was really pressuring them to reveal it.
Yeah. What else?
Oh, there's Babu Frick.
Babu Frick I don't know if you've seen this, but this is a 10-hour loop of Babu Frick saying "Hey!" over and over again for 10 hours. I've gotten through maybe 7 minutes of it.
That's hilarious. You actually stared at it for 7 minutes. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I was like doing other stuff too, and I'm like, I can't. I love you, Babu Frick. I just can't do this.
Well, you of all people should know he's ripping off Krusty the Clown.
Well,
hey.
Yeah, but this one's a better hey in my opinion. So
this is a better bit.
Yeah.
Well, he really draws it out.
Anyway, that's
just so damn cute.
Oh my God, I love Babu Frick.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's my main thing is that we would have not found out who killed Laura as soon, if at all.
I think that's. I totally agree with that.
Okay.
Because the like I said, the networks were pressuring them, and you would just, obviously I think that Lynch, because his whole thing was he didn't want to reveal the mystery.
Right.
He just wanted to continue, so he would have been happy just coming up with all sorts of reasons, and I think we probably would have gotten a little frustrated as viewers.
I think so. Yeah.
So I think this is kind of a no-win scenario, really.
Right, and I love the tragedy therein of finding who did it.
Right.
I think it was a fantastic vehicle for Ray Wise's talent. So I think as viewers we did win a little bit.
Because it was told well. It ended well. The Lori Palmer.
Right. It was as
story.
It was as horrific as it could have possibly been. It was her father that murdered and raped her. I mean, there's nothing worse than that.
Exactly.
Which again, now when we think about the fact that ABC is owned by like Disney and was the family channel for a while, that's a little bit strange to think about at the time. But
this is pre-Disney though. So.
It was pre-Disney. Yeah.
So yeah, there's no way you would see Twin Peaks on ABC today.
Oh my God, it needs to be on Disney Plus.
How great would that be?
Oh my God, that'd be so funny. Yeah, so I think that's the main thing. And
recommended for you, Eraserhead. No.
And I wonder too if David Lynch hadn't gotten so pissed off about all of the network involvement, if we would have been spared things like Little Nicky. Or I don't necessarily want to say the James saga, because
the James Hurley saga.
Yeah, like I said, I think if David Lynch were a little less pissed off about it, we might have been spared Little Nicky, or we might have been spared the Pine Weasel. I mean, just little goofy things.
Like with Ernie.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, just the kind of the post Laura Palmer, the kind of
yeah,
that 4 or 5 episode quagmire
or
we were
Lana
in.
and the Mayor. I mean, just
Lana and the Mayor, that's a great
or
one.
anything with Dick Tremaine. I think we might have been spared that.
Yeah.
Although Dick Tremaine, did have a purpose for characters we love. I mean, they did bring Andy and Lucy back together.
This is true.
Brought them a little closer together, but yeah, I think that's my main take on it.
Yeah, I think that's a great take.
All right, next question.
Next question. What would have been similar to season 3? So essentially, how would season 2?
It would have been slower.
Like,
it would have been that really slow pace. That, like I said,
you think we would have gotten more scenes like the old waiter, or where, like the stuff that kind of Lynch indulged himself in too much.
Old waiter, Diane and Gordon smoking,
right,
sweeping over green onions. I think we would have seen. I think we would have seen more of that. It would have been. The pace would have been a lot slower. Right. And of course, we couldn't have done anything like this being on ABC. But as we've seen more nudity, we've seen more violence, we've seen more blood, we've seen more gruesomeness. And I don't feel like it's gruesome for the sake of gruesome in an Eli Roth kind of a way. I think what David Lynch does is he makes it gruesome to really show you how horrible this side of the dimension really is. Yeah. And I think it does have, as hard as it is to watch sometimes, I think it makes a little more sense than other sort of gratuitous, for lack of a better term, torture porn that I've seen in other types of things.
Exactly.
I don't feel like David Lynch should be on some sort of watch list for being sexually aroused by violence or anything.
No.
I think it serves a little bit more of a purpose. But yeah, I think it would be.
I think there are other directors you can probably make that argument for.
Yeah, I think Eli Roth is one of them.
Maybe David Fincher a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even though he's a great director, I love.
Fincher's great, but
he is pretty messed up at times.
Yeah.
So I definitely kind of give him the side eye.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Don't.
Just saying. If you're alone in a room with David Fincher, you might want to just kind of keep your eye out. Just saying. That's all I'm saying. All right.
So Mark, when you may not have.
Yeah. So Mark continues. He goes, I think the thing that attracted me as much as the mystery is that Lynch seems to have an approach like develop an idea and see where it leads against a rich and textured and stylish background.
Oh yeah.
I think that's very pure, and that Twin Peaks is a good example that at a high level of, and he puts this in parentheses, organic creativity.
It's a good way of describing it.
Yeah, it is. I think so.
That's a good word.
Sorry, people probably say the same things already. Also, what percent do you agree with a 4-hour explanation on YouTube? And he signs it, thanks, Leland Palmer. So,
4-hour explanation on YouTube? What is that?
Okay, all right, so I had to do a research on this because I was not immediately aware of this. So
I am not either.
So I took to the interwebs and I went all typey.
Okay. Did you look at the Googles?
I went to the Googles and realized that he was talking about there's a 4.5-hour YouTube video, and it's called Twin Peaks, and this is in all caps here, actually explained, and then in parentheses it's no really. And it's by a guy named Twin Perfect. All right. Or at least a YouTube site named, a channel named Twin Perfect. And what this, Twin Perfect is, apparently it's someone who, for those who aren't familiar, apparently goes through like really thought-provoking explanations, videos of like movies, TV shows, whatever. And in this case, this guy did a 4.5-hour YouTube video. So, needless to say, I didn't watch all 4.5 hours because hey, I have a life and we have podcasts for that. So, but so I did kind of skim through it. Okay. And essentially, what it boils down to, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about this, it feels a little cynical to me.
Okay.
And his theory, at least, and it's kind of presented almost like a thesis, a 4.5-hour thesis, that Twin Peaks: The Return is essentially the audience's perception of what Twin Peaks season 3 should be like. That it's filled with like bad fan ideas, and it doesn't quite, it kind of deconstructs the fan desire for explanations in the original Twin Peaks series. If that makes any at all sense.
But see, I would disagree, because
I would too.
Because season 3 there's so much content in season 3 that is not related to the original series, that I don't think it does anything to satisfy fans who may have had fan stories. And also it's not what any of us would have wanted. None of us would have thought Bobby would be a cop.
Right.
Nobody wants Audrey to be in whatever dimensional coma she's in.
But apparently, according to this guy, that was intentional. That was intentional by Lynch to kind of deconstruct fan expectations of what Twin Peaks should be. So
but
I don't agree with it either.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know. I don't know David Lynch.
But this guy totally connects everything. Like, he says he spent like 2 years working on this thing. And but it comes off as this idea in his head that it's essentially this big like, I don't want to say like a circle jerk for fans, that
I don't,
and it kind of comes off as this, like almost, that the like breaking the fourth wall a little bit, that the fans are projecting what, like they're making Twin Peaks this reality, their idealized version of it. And so he tries to show like various scenes and whatnot to try to prove his theory that this is the case. He makes a strong argument for it. But from what I saw, it just seems like it's really stretching hard to fit the narrative more than it is actually explaining what's going on, because I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think you explain Twin Peaks.
No, you don't explain Twin Peaks, and
I think Twin Peaks is a lot of what David Lynch comes up with on the spot.
That's the thing, that's the thing I think about it. I don't know David Lynch, but I think David Lynch is going to do what David Lynch is going to do.
Right.
And I don't think that David Lynch, just based on what I've heard him say in interviews and knowing what I know about his frustration with having all the network, like we were talking about just a minute ago, having all of the network influence with the original series, I don't feel like David Lynch would let that much outside influence him. And I don't feel like he's that petty and or vindictive. Yeah. With his fans. I don't think so either, but that's kind of the general take from this video. I think is that it's almost like, that someone made a comment in the comment section, like that what it boils down to is this is Twin Peaks: The Revenge. And see, I don't think he's that vindictive or petty. I don't either. I think he might. I could see him maybe wanting to say, okay, fans want Cooper to be okay, and they want to know what happened to Cooper, which is pretty much all that fans really wanted. But I don't think he's going to do like, will they get a load of what I give him? I don't think that's what he did. Right. I think I just don't think he's that petty or vindictive. I don't either, because what we know about Lynch, what we've, from talking about all the various documentaries and stuff, is that, it feels more like, that he leaves things open up to interpretation. He doesn't really care what you think. He doesn't care what you think. And he likes the fact that you are willing to get on the ride with him if you're willing to get on the ride with him. But if you're not, he doesn't miss you. Yeah. So like I said, I just don't feel like he's that vindictive. Yeah, I don't either. And I think it's just more of, in this case, it's a super Twin Peaks fan going down the rabbit hole way too deeply. Yeah.
and connecting, seeing a lot of connections that aren't there,
Mm-hmm.
honestly.
Yeah, I
That's
think a
my
lot
take.
of that.
So
Yeah.
so what I'll do, I'll post the video on our Facebook page. You get everybody else out there in podcast land. Feel free to check it out if you haven't already. See what you think. Maybe you agree with the guy. But from what I saw, just kind of skimming through the video, watching scenes here and there,
Yeah.
and then watching the conclusion, his final presentation.
Right.
I'm not sold on it personally.
Okay.
That's my take. So you may have a different take on it, and I totally respect you if you do.
Maybe after 4 hours he will brainwash us. I don't know, but my gut
That's
reaction.
what I think the intention was just to wear people down with 4.5-hour video. Like you sat through this. It's like I think
all right,
they probably
fine, whatever.
Yeah, it's like fine. I agree with you. Just shut up already.
All right, fine. You were right. Can we just go to bed, please?
Like I'm sure, there's something like this in Guantanamo Bay, perhaps, but just like we're gonna wear you down. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. But make of it what you will. And I just thought I'd put it out there, especially since Mark brought it up.
Thank you, Mark.
So thank you, Mark, for writing in, and thanks for listening to the podcast, and I hope you're enjoying it. So thanks for writing in. We really appreciate it because we want to hear from everybody like Mark. So if you want to be like Mark, please write to us, ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com. That's ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com, or on Twitter @ghostwoodcast, on the Twitter machine, or on Facebook, of course, Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast, where, of course, I'm going to post that video, so you can check that out there. So, hey, great excuse to go like us on the Facebooks. Other than that, Xan, where can they reach you on the interwebs?
I am on the Facebook, Xan Sprouse, and I am on the Twitters and the Instas as Udinax19.
Right.
And what about you, Charles?
Well, of course, I'm at Charles Skaggs on the Twitter machine, or at Charles Skaggs on Instagram, Facebook, Charles Skaggs in Hilliard, Ohio, and my blog of geeky things, ready for 2020.
Damn good coffee. And hot.
Damn good coffee and hot. We're going to talk about all the stuff we talk about here on Ghostwood, including, of course, Twin Peaks, David Lynch stuff, maybe the occasional Dune Funkos, all kinds of comic book sci-fi news of my other podcasts for the Southgate Media Group, including, let's see, what do I do? Oh, yeah, Titan Talk, the Titans podcast, with I do with Jesse Jackson, where we wrapped that up. We finished up with Titan Season 2.
Nice.
We're kind of in hiatus on that as we wait for Doom Patrol Season 2 to show up on DC Universe. But in the meantime, we did the Fandom Zone podcast that I also do with Jesse, where we just recently finished reviewing the Watchmen series on HBO, which was fantastic.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Highly recommended. So,
it was so good.
So if you enjoyed Watchmen, and you really should watch it, like a lot of people were like, oh, it's just, Alan Moore doesn't approve of it, so therefore I'm not going to give it the time of day. Well, that's your loss, really, because it's a fantastic series.
Well, does Alan Moore not approve, or did Alan Moore just wash his hands of it?
Well, he's just washed his hands of everything, really.
That's the thing. Alan Moore says
Dave Gibbons is involved.
Dave Gibbons is involved. Alan Moore says, I wrote the book. This isn't my book. End of story.
Fine.
Fine. So.
But the thing is, though, it uses the original graphic novel from the 80s as a template, and it's essentially 30 years. It's a 30-year sequel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's very well told. I mean,
it's
a lot
incredible.
Of people, it was one of those things that either could have crashed and burned horribly, or been amazing, and thankfully it turned out to be amazing.
I'd be curious to find out what Dave thinks about it. I have not talked to him about this series, but it would be interesting because he's listed as co-creator and he has an executive producer credit. So
he's contributed some artwork for it.
Yeah, he did. So. Yeah, that was we were watching and we're like, oh, that is Dave right there.
Yep. So yeah, Dave's like, well, that's nice, Alan, but I'm going to associate myself with this.
As a money. But
exactly.
Yeah.
So Dave Gibbons wants to get paid, yo.
Who would have thought that in 2019
Yeah.
I would be saying that two of the best things I saw this year had Don Johnson in them.
Right? Don Johnson's surprisingly good in that.
He's great in this, and he was great in
Yeah.
Knives Out. So it's like, who would have thought that would have been like, yeah, Don Johnson's great in these movies.
Yep. It's kind of a little mini career resurgence for Don Johnson.
I know. Good for him.
Yep. Exactly.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. So if you enjoyed Watchmen, please check us out on Phantom Zone Podcast. Jesse and I had a ball talking about that show. We were also talking the big Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover on the CW with all their DC Universe shows. We're going to have DJ Nick from Next Stop Everywhere.
DJ Nick,
coming back. He helped us out on part 1 of the Crisis, our little Crisis discussion. He's going to be back for part 2. We're going to try and do that when I come back from Cleveland next week. And so stay tuned for that. Also, of course, Next Stop Everywhere, the Doctor Who podcast, where we're now back in Doctor Who Series 12, brand new episodes of Doctor Who, and started off really well.
Okay, good to know.
With a great 2-parter called Spyfall with a brand new master.
I saw that there was a new master.
And a really inspired casting, in my opinion, for
Yeah.
the new master. I'm not going to spoil who it is if you haven't seen it, but we've already reviewed the 2-part of the first 2 episodes, and we have them up. Just posted part 2 today, so please check those out. We're having a ball, and I know Xan, you're obviously a very busy person.
Mm-hmm.
So, but whenever you want, obviously you're welcome to come and join us on Next Stop Everywhere.
I would love to. Yeah.
Open invitation to you whenever you find yourself with a little free time.
Like I said, we're out of Auton episodes, so I got to find another adversary that I like.
I was going to say we got to hook you up with a new monster.
I know. Well, I like the Daleks, but who doesn't?
Jesse does not like the
What is wrong
Daleks.
with Jesse? Jesse, all of these people who
he doesn't like K9. He doesn't like the Daleks. So
Jesse, I know
we
you're
butt
listening.
heads. Yeah.
K9, really? The greatest dog ever? Come on.
I know.
Here's the thing. That's the thing with Jesse and everybody else who started in on Doctor Who with Eccleston. They understand that. Get the Daleks. That's my theory.
Sorry,
I'm sticking to it.
It was a very distorted series.
Seems glitchy.
All right. What I was saying, it was all those. It's Jesse and everybody else who started with Eccleston. They don't like the Daleks.
It's the whole new Who versus classic Who fandom. So
what about those of us who love it all? And
I know. Well, see, that's me. I love it all.
Yeah, that's
so.
Me. I'm like
and
5 years behind, but still, I love it.
And if you're one of those people that like you either watched last season and you weren't impressed by the writing or Jodie Whittaker, thankfully you've been completely proven wrong by this season because the writing is definitely better so far. We had 2 strong episodes, and Jodie Whittaker, phenomenal because we now have a full overarching storyline.
And if you don't like Jodie Whittaker, you just need to go watch Broadchurch and then shut your mouth because she's incredible.
Yeah, she's really good. I mean, she's award nominated actress. So definitely recommend it. So we're having a ball doing that on Next Stop Everywhere right now. So please check us out there. Next time on Ghostwood, we're going to obviously try once again to do From Z to A, probably in like a part 1, part 2, I'm guessing.
Yeah, maybe, depending on how much stuff we got going on.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of behind the scenes material.
Yep.
So there's like 2 discs of new material on this. So we might have to break this up again. But, if something happens that doesn't work out, we always come back. Oh, we were talking, we were going to do part 10 first, didn't we?
No, we're not. We're going to start back up with part 10.
Oh, we'll start back.
So we're not starting on a weird number.
Oh, starting on a weird number. I thought you were ending on a weird number or on an even number. Okay. I had it completely wrong. My mistake.
Nope.
So all right. So then, so we'll try once again to do From Z to A. Then after we finish From Z to A, whether it's in part 1 or part 2, then we'll do Lore is the One, part 10 of Twin Peaks.
Babu
And
Frick
you
is
keep-
still going too. We still
I
have.
know. I know.
We got
I
like
am
9
complete-
more hours of this.
I keep getting distracted by Babu Frick. I glance up and I see Babu Frick in behind Xan on my monitor screen.
Hey!
He's just going, hey, hey!
I could make it worse too. I could actually. I could turn it up.
I hear it a little bit. Yeah. Hey, hey!
Hey, hey! Yeah.
And that goes on like for hours, doesn't it?
10 hours. It's a 10-hour
That's-
loop.
Okay. I wonder if they use that, like to torture people.
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, or like play it outside of a McDonald's in really bad areas so that people don't break in at
Something.
night
Yeah. Exactly.
to discourage, just shoo people away, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we're talking about. Obviously we're back for 2020.
Heck yeah, we are.
And we got a whole new box set to talk about.
Sheriff, we
still
got a
have to
lot
finish-
to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. We talked about, we got to finish up the return. We talked Mulholland Drive. We want to do that. And
Mhm.
whatever else just kind of pops up along the way.
Whatever lynchy
So-
kind of thing we figure out. Yeah.
So if you thought you were rid of us, guess again. We're back.
No, we're here.
And Xan, thank you so much for joining me. I had a ball
Thank you, Charles.
once again. Definitely cheered my evening up. And everybody, thank you again for listening. We'll see you next time right here, Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. Bye, everybody.